All right, today's long-term review is going to be something when I originally got it, I was actually skeptical on if I was actually going to use it. Savannah bought it for me for like a birthday present or something else. And in my mind, when I got it, I was like, there's no way I'm ever going to use this thing because it's just so impractical. And the funny part is it's something that stays in my backpack and I use it literally every time I need something for this camera. That's the pack. That's the item that I go to. And it's going to simply be this guy. This is it's called the Small Pouch by Brevity. If you don't know what Brevity is, they make camera bags. I think they're based in New York. And we've had a couple of their pouches, but this is the one that by far gets the most use out of. And it's simply, put simply, it's basically just something to hold SD cards, a couple SD cards, batteries, and any other items that you may need. Currently, what I use it for is a battery and a backup SD card holder. It can hold two batteries, and typically when I'm like shooting and stuff like that, I've never found that I need more than three. So I'll have two in here and then one fully charged one in the camera. And then I'll use the same SD cards for pretty much every shoot as long as they're functioning properly. But these are a just in case, or this is a just in case SD card, and then this is just a micro SD to get it off of my like GoPro or any other thing like my drone that uses micro SD to get onto a computer. Yeah, that's literally this. Like I said, this thing literally, when I first got it, I didn't think that I was actually going to use it at all, but it stays in my backpack. It's like the perfect size, and it just keeps everything nice and organized. And that way, like at a glance, like typically what I'll do to manage or to keep my batteries organized, if they're flipped up like this to where the little prongs are showing, that means that the battery's used. And if it's flipped down like this, then I know that it's fresh. And that way, at a glance, I know if these batteries are good or if they need to be charged. There's a little elastic band here that I kind of like. That way, like when I'm not using the batteries and I'm just needing to open the pouch to get maybe something out of this side, these guys don't like flop over and get in the way and stuff like that. On this side, this is like a hodgepodge of a bunch of crap. This is a SD card for so these two SD cards are actually for our cameras. So this is for the R6, this is for the Sony, and basically what these are settings backups. I saved them to actual SD cards. I need to put them on a Dropbox file, but that way if we ever have to use another Sony camera or another Canon camera, we don't have to reprogram it then and there. We can just load our settings from these SD cards, and it makes it really, really easy and streamlined to do that. And then this is just going to be a cap cover for my shotgun microphone. This little cover is for the Sony when I don't have anything plugged into the hot shoe to help waterproof it. And then a little dehumidifier thing to keep everything nice and dry because we live in Tennessee and it gets really hot, humid, and sticky during the summertime. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is going to be a short little video because it's honestly there's not much to talk about with this guy. If you're looking to get like an SD card holder, but you also are like having issues with battery storage like I was, then this is kind of really fixed the issue that I had, which was I had an SD card holder and it worked totally fine, but I always found that my batteries were kind of like the awkward thing that in my backpack that were just sprung all over the place, especially if you have like a camera backpack like we do. Basically anything that's not tied down is going to basically get in any crevice that you could possibly think of, and it's a scavenger hunt every time you need it. And something as important as a battery, especially during a shoot, you need to know where they are. And I know without a doubt that my batteries are always here, and like I said, at a glance I know if they're charged or not based on the orientation of the battery. Yeah, and I don't think it was too terribly expensive either. Yeah, if you're interested, go check Brevity's website out and you can maybe get one yourself. They have a bunch of different colors. Savannah got me the tan. Maybe not get the tan if you're shopping for, just because like it does get kind of disgusting. Like you can tell that this thing it's pretty dirty, especially compared to like I think this is like the original color. Yeah. Anyway, it's an SD card / battery holder. It's not much to talk about. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to let me know. If you use any other solutions that I may need to know about for stuff like this, please let me know. I love having pouches. Like I have, these are just pouches that are just in my backpack that I'm just grabbing right now. Like I didn't plan this at all. Like, and all these have separate little, they all have different use cases. Like this is like an airplane. Anyway, I love pouches, and I think they really do help keep everything organized, especially, like I said, in a high-stress environment where you may need to access things pretty quickly. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week for another long-term review of a random, like, gear product that I use. All right.